Yo, 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 man. Happy, what's today? Tuesday? Of course it is. Just happening Tuesday. It's your boy Ricky Rock. And we have another amazing just happening with an industry tycoon. Ooh, I freestyled that. Tucky. Cali energy in here today, you hear me? I said tycoon. I don't even know what the definition of a tycoon is, but as I really dove into my brother Chris the Glove, I just thought of tycoon. So we about to talk with Chris the Glove in a second. Again, I am Ricky Rock, and this is Dear Father just tapping in. If you're new to what's going on, go to dearfather.com. We got a plethora of things happening, going on from diving into mental health, and we got a book club, we got a podcast, dearfather.com, got all that info. I just saw my brother in here. I'm trying to tap him in real quick. I see you, my brother. I'm gonna try to send you a invite. Let's see. There we go. I don't know. It say you need the latest version of Instagram, so you might gotta add me, Chris, when you get a chance. Oh yeah. Let's see. Boom. 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 There we go. I'm trying to add you, Chris. Excuse me, real quick. Say I can't invite you, so I think you gotta send me the request when you get a second. We love you too, management modesty. We appreciate everybody for tapping in with us. I hope everybody's week is going great. I hope everybody is, conquering. So I'm in the Midwest. I'm in St. Louis. So when the weather shifts, your mind can shift. So I'm hoping everybody is, finding those tools, those things to help them navigate this time and help them, just keep this sane through life, man. Cause it's just a lot, especially us fathers and trying to, balance fatherhood and our passions and our life and our work. It can be a chore, but these type of conversations keep me going. So without further ado, try to time it out. Boom! I did it. What's up, my brother?
What's happening there, young man?
Hey, I called you a tycoon. I didn't know what other word to. I didn't even know what other word to call you, brother. First of all, I want to appreciate you for taking the time. What you say?
I said that's a great word.
Okay, well there you go. I want to say first of all, my brother, I appreciate you for your time and your energy on today. It's my pleasure.
Most definitely, man. Anytime for the young.
Yeah. So I'm just going to get into my spiel because I love to not only research but be inspired by other Black men as yourself. But when I say a pioneer, you are a DJ, R&B, Army group producer, engineer, writer, and composer. Yeah. So I don't even know where to start. So we're going to get into the fatherhood piece in a second, but I want to start with Breakin. Right, 1984, song off the soundtrack from the movie. Can you just dive into this really quick? How that happened and how did? I mean, to go from DJing to being on a soundtrack, so he was selling 4 million copies. Was that a part of your plan, or was it just like a God thing that transpired?
So definitely a God thing. I'm gonna tell you. So thank you. That was illustrious. So the thing with Breakin, the movie Breakin was about the club that me and Ice-T performed at every week. It wasn't like a made-up place. So the guys who made the movie, they used to come to our club with people like Prince and Michael Jackson would come there. He learned how to moonwalk there from Jeffrey Daniels, and Madonna performed there. We got pictures. Yeah, it was a lot of people before their time. It was the beginning of hip-hop in LA, the style of New York. That was exactly some guys, a couple of very colorful gentlemen from Europe came from New York City art gallery types and created this whole scene, painted the walls, everything. And then they found the right people to put in there, and they made it, Brooklyn or Bronx or whatever in LA in 1983. So these
Wow.
guys came, they saw that, they was like, we gotta make a movie about this. So they wrote this story about a girl and a dancer, and then the dancers, they loved the dancing, they loved the DJ, they loved the whole scene. So they wrote the story about it, and we all played ourselves except for the girl. Like Shabadoo and Boogaloo Shrimp, all of us was at the club. They just stuck the girl and the the people that weren't of color didn't go to the club. So yes. Okay, so what happened was, as we were making it, there was breaks in between filming, and we were using I was using records, and I would rap over the records, and we were just using whatever. And they were like, a friend of mine, my girlfriend at the time, was saying, hey, this music they're playing, she heard the producer say, and I quote, we need to get Africa Bambaataa to do this music. And she said, hey, go tell them you're a producer. I had just bought a drum machine with my check from Breakin, the first one.
Wow.
So I had an 808, just learned how to use it. And I went and told them I made music and I would score the film. So that was my first actual gig, composing music to film. And that's what I wanted to do forever after I did that. I was like, this is easy.
Right. So I'm just gonna, so I know you're aware of this, but for anyone watching, the song Breakin, which was your record, pretty much featuring Ice Cube. I want to throw it out there, right?
So it's Reckless with Ice-T. It's not the title track, but it's the only rap song on there. And it's my song as the artist with Ice-T rapping. Yep, I was a DJ.
Okay, well, and so you started like the DJ artistry, like a Khaled. I mean, it made me think like a DJ Khaled now, but this was 20 years ago. But I digress. That was the first hip hop song that Eminem. So basically, you inspired Eminem to rap. Can I put it that way?
He told me that.
That's crazy. That was the first hip hop
song. It was nuts
song
when I heard that.
Wow.
He told me
I didn't make you feel.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was feeling like on top of the world. I was holding my 2-year-old daughter at the time, Ciara, and we were standing in the studio about to go. I actually had just got diagnosed with something I was going to have surgery for, so I was there to tell him I couldn't work on his album. And he stopped me before I could say anything and said, hey, man, this is in 1998. He was like, I rap because of you. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then he told me the story. And I was like, wow, bro, thank you for that. And then, so I went on and, I didn't work on the record because I had brain surgery at the time. So, yeah.
Well, God bless that you in health and you still moving and grooving. And while we still in the music bag, I mean, to work on Chronic and, with Snoop Dogg, Doggy Dogg's World, for that to be, I mean, I'm just excited to talk to someone that has seen the industry the whole way through and still in the industry, because we don't hear that perspective
exactly.
A lot.
You know what? That's by design, bro. So check it out. This is what you always hear. How old are you?
I'm 35.
So I'm 59, right?
Okay.
So they say that rap, they try to treat it like NBA, and they say it's a young game and all of this and all of that. So what they do is, instead of having the older guys mentor the young guys, they separate them so they don't tell them about the bad deals and the bad contracts, so they can catch them. And they separate the family. They take the father out of the, you see what I mean? Like, imagine if we was with Gucci Mane. We found Snoop. Look what happened. Imagine if we mentored all of them. Everybody would have sold 8-10 million. It wouldn't have been these dudes fighting over what? Everybody would have been Death Row, Def Jam, whatever. And everybody would have been selling and everybody would have been monumental. But instead, they divided the family, took the father out, just like this, fathers.
Right.
The fathers in the music industry don't exist. The black men, the older guys who got screwed on all the deals, know about owning your master. I'm going to tell you at 25, yo, you need to own your masters. You're going to be like, what's a master? Don't worry, I'm going to teach you all of it. And I'm going to teach you that. I'm trying to do the Young Genius Music, Young Genius Academy. Let me see. My Young Genius Academy for Music. So it's from children from 0 to 15. I'm going to teach them all the music business. So by the time they graduate high school, they know everything. Like a lawyer.
Right.
Like a 3/4 stat rate. Like how you don't how they just talking about how the young lady is only getting 15 cents or something like that. That's standard. Her contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
She just found out. We would have told her, don't do that. Make your record. We can pay this money to get a buzz on YouTube, and then we'll get more money and you're on your man. Just wait a little. They're speaking on publishing, and I always tell people that's a magical word. That's publishing is made for people who don't write music to make money off of it. I'll say it again. The only reason for publishing is for people who cannot write music to make profit. So this is where it starts real quick. In a nutshell, when you make a song, you sing it. If you write it down, you have to take sheet music, write the melody. It's written on paper. The books get published on paper. Songs get published on paper. The person who owns the paper company and printed it now owns that piece of publishing. You get it? It's published. So that piece of paper, like a book, became a CD and a vinyl. It's still paper. You can just hear it. You catching it? So it's publishing. But the key is to own the master. I give away publishing. You can have all of it because I get 90 cents on a dollar off of owning the master. Publishing is 10 cents. Fight over it. They gave us crumbs to fight over. I'm not happy publishing. Please.
Right. So
what's up?
So basically, I just feel like I just attended.
Tell some people, King Tech, this is important.
Huh?
My boy King Tech on here. I want him to go tell some people, man. Come on through.
Yeah, come on through, cause we are actually in the Genius Academy music. I felt like, cause I'm a music head, and I can just tell everybody like facts. Because,
I see them popping up like, yo, that's going fast too.
Because I want to give you your flowers now because we need not only your father figure role in hip hop. I mean, you're a father in real life too, so you know what it means to communicate and pour back into something and watch it grow. You mentioned having your daughter in your hand when you found out that Eminem started rapping because you. How was it?
That was a trip. I looked at her. She didn't understand that.
That's crazy.
She was playing in my ear.
Well, it was crazy. Like that's a story that like she'll forever be a part of, and you just making those memories for your kids. How do your? I get ask you first. You got all girls, right? You're a girl dad.
2 girls, beautiful girls.
I'm a girl. I have 2 girls too. I'm a girl dad as well. So I got a question for a girl dad later. But my daughters are young, so I'm not ready for that talk yet. So maybe you give me some advice on that in a second with the boys. But what do your daughters think of your career? Like, are they completely aware of like they dad's like an OG pioneer in like the hip hop industry?
So I have so my daughters are from 2 different marriages. So the first daughter is older, about 9 years. She lived with me as a child. I had her at the studio. She was born. I took her to the studio from Cedar Sinai. Everybody met her, all that. Wow. Emotional. So she is too young to remember. So my older daughter, excuse me. Wow, this is deep, bro. I love this. Excuse me. My oldest daughter, my youngest daughter, Trini, she was 9 years old searching on YouTube and she found my record Reckless. She was giggling like crazy. Look at this. She comes in there and she's like, wow, Dad, I didn't know you did this, right? So flashback backwards, when I started doing music for television, the only way I did music for kids shows is if she came and danced. I would leave the door open. She was 2. She would come in. If she would dance to the beat, that one would go. And it would go. Yeah, bro, I'm doing music. I'm doing it like that. So,
Wow.
Yeah, they really didn't get to live it out yet. That's what this is about.
Right. And that's what, I mean, even like for me, like I feel like a kid in Kenny's story as I like went back and researched you and your career. That's why one thing I do love about the internet is it keeps a record of all the amazing stuff that we do so we can learn from each other, and I think your daughters will be able to do that as well. Has it been challenging being a father? I'll just ask you that. Do you feel like you were prepared to be a father? or do you feel like it's been kind of like just like a learn as you go?
So my mother, it's her birthday today too. That's why I chose this day. Happy birthday, Mom. So
happy birthday.
So my mom runs a daycare. She's been keeping kids since I was a kid. All my friends and everybody, right? I know people, grandkids my mom kept. Like, she kept their kids and their kids' kids.
Wow.
Okay? So I thought I was raised on that. I'm doing diapers. I'm always around kids. I got 5 brothers and sisters. I'm ready to be a dad.
Right.
Dude, you know the first minute she said, all that, everything I thought I knew, forget it, bro.
Yeah.
She looked at me, she was hungry. That was it. Go to work.
Right. So now, I mean, what's crazy is your career, like you started working with Dre and you're still working with Dre. I feel like that says a lot about your character as well to, you know what I'm saying, just have that type of longevity is insane.
He's also my oldest daughter's godfather. We actually went and did the ceremony at the church. He's technically her godfather. So he's her godfather, literally. As
legacy, right there.
Most people don't know that. I don't think I've ever said that.
Breaking news. We got the exclusive, man. We got the exclusive. So that long span of career, I'm sure your daughters has, you know, gotten much older. How is it balancing now? I'm just like, now you're probably not as ingrained, I would assume, in music as you were, but from what I see, you still definitely outside. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's
how do you balance that?
It's the music thing is forever. So I've been doing music. So like whenever, if you look at my discography, like you'll see like a gap. It looks like I stopped. What I did was I switched to television and I started doing music for TV. After that brain surgery in '98, I went straight to TV to train myself to do hip hop. And I kept on, you know, I didn't do any, I was working on independent projects and working with guys like Sadiq and my boy John Cron. I was working with him. Turtle from Entourage.
That's one of my favorite shows.
Turtle is a real dude.
Man.
A friend of mine, Johnny Cron. So I was
working with him.
Yep, we was doing all kind of, you know, stuff, keeping it moving. A lot of my tracks became records that I heard because, like, I'm in circles and cats hear your beat and they go, if it's a sample, they can hit it and get it out. Jay-Z and R. Kelly did that too. One of the things, I was the only person ever sampled the Bee Gees. Next thing I know, Johnny Cron played a record for them and they got that record with the Bee Gees, same exact sample. I'm like,
you know how I go. You know how I go.
But that's all right though, because Eminem told me one thing. So think about that. It's like no degree of separation there. That's what happened. Whenever you think, you ever do something, you go, man, I bet you this happened, right? Just off top from inside, you have no idea what you didn't see, but you just have a concept of what happened. Normally that's true. And you know it because you're self-taught. Now, self-taught is not what it seems. Intuition is taught from within. So we know all the things. It just gets downloaded to us when we need them. And we'll either make a mistake and learn from it or do it correctly. But it gets downloaded to you, bing, right away. Like anything, bro. You don't know how to cross the street. You're going to either die or you're going to get across the street.
You're across the street.
You're going to do one or the other. And then when you finish, you're going to know how to do it. So I said all that to say, I forgot the question.
I did too. I was talking about how you balance it now.
Yes, the balance.
You were in TV because you know what crazy? I went to the what's the site? The IMDb where it shows. I was like, damn, like so. Then I was like, damn, is he an actor? I mean, it was like all these movies you were in. Yeah,
but no, I'm a music guy, so all those have songs in them. But I am an actor and an artist now, vocalist. I've always been an artist, but now I'm doing some vocals. I sang in my R&B group, but I'm doing a hodgepodge of things because I'm doing this comic book. So I got to do these voices. It's real cool. Dang. So I get to rap on my own tracks, something I've never done. It's exciting for me right now at 59.
I know that's what I mean, Chris. You kind of led me into my next thought, just to like your story just excites me, and I think we should really champion you because you know how they say in our culture you can't get old and still succeed, but like rock and
Yeah.
they're touring their whole life, but I feel like if people saw what could transpire if they just found new avenues and try new things and pivot here, pivot there, they would inspire them to not stop. Like you said, I'm sure a lot of cats stop because they feel like
They
they
got
don't know
jobs or something
how far
because
to go.
our business is weird. I'm gonna tell you though, if we would stick together, all the music people, it don't matter the color. If you like a thing, go support the thing, and we'll keep on touring, and we'll be doing the Staples Center at 80, like the rock and roll guys, because guys like King Tech jump on here and get 100 people to come follow because they support the thing. You got to support the thing. Support the thing. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
We don't need to like. I got in a business. I could have played basketball in the NBA, baseball, football. I was 6'5". I'm
Dang.
fat. They could have made me anything, bro.
Right.
And I decided to do music. Music doesn't have any kind of way to take care of the elder statement in this part. Like them dudes don't have no money. They need $1 million each a year because they still part of this thing that made Curtis Blow. I just found out Curtis Blow had open heart surgery. He had a new heart. Curtis Blow got a new heart in December of last year. So we need a union or something to give cats. These cats, man, I was responsible for over 100 million records being sold. I was involved. More than that, bro. Just not everything Dre did, but I got some key ones that I worked on. I got Dre Day, Explosive, Doggy Dog World, California Love. You know, I keep going and they keep being, you know, I was in the room with Deep Cover. You know, it's like these songs are mental songs, like not just songs.
Yeah.
It wasn't me or it was us, and it was beautiful, and it still is. And it speaks to the character of that guy. Dre is fantastic, man. People say what they say. It's none of it's, you know, it's fan talk. Nobody knows. And one time I was like, man, you should address this, bro. You ain't like what they say. And he was like, man, I like it. Let them talk. Because it don't matter. It's a mystery. They don't know. They're not insiders. They don't know. Let them be fans and let them enjoy what they say. They're not going to, I don't need everybody to, you know, love me. No, everyone is not. Let me tell you, people are put in your life to dislike you on purpose so you can move forward. If everybody's nice to you, you're going to sit your ass there and never go nowhere.
Get comfortable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But if somebody walks in
I
the room, you got it cracking, and then a dude fall in there, and you, I got to go find another room. You'll move to the better, I should have been here the whole time.
Right. No, that's facts. That's facts.
And that's something we teach the young artists.
No, that's it. I had to cut you off because I couldn't miss what King Tech said. He said music would not be what it is today if there was not people like legendary Chris the Glove. And I don't know if you need to hear that, but I feel like you do need to hear that because this space is to highlight you as the tycoon that you are and the amazing black father that you are as well. They go hand in hand. Death row to the death, huh?
Yeah, nigga. Now, but it was it's a balance, man. But you know, like my older daughter, I wasn't all the way in her life till after she was up till 7, and then me and her mom got a divorce, and she moved to the East Coast, and it's been off and on. It was cool, but she's got some great stories that she doesn't know of. And then my oldest daughter's just now at 16, 15, starting to see me do the things like I was working and trying to keep the family and get the money, and the music was down, and I was doing the TV and blah, blah, blah. That's not the same as doing TV music is cool money, but it ain't like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't this.
Right.
So I did a session with Black China. I let her come in. You know, we up in Hollywood at a famous studio, and she comes in and has a little section, and she gets to see me work with these type of artists. You know, she sees me. She's come to Dre's house and spent time out there when they had a festival and a fair in the back. She gets to, you know, enjoy the kind of things that I got to be a legacy of. She's met a lot of these people now. My boys, Egyptian Lover and them, the DJ part of me that, you know, she knows those guys. So It's really cool. It's
Are
starting to
they
be.
are they into music at all?
Egyptian
Your
Lover
daughter,
makes music all the. Oh, my kids.
your kids?
So my daughter can sing like an angel. My youngest, she's really got a fantastic voice, but I don't want her to. She just told me she wants to act, so I'm gonna help. Oh yeah, I got a good friend of mine that's Dismos. I got a good friend of mine that's helping. Gonna help me get her career going as acting. They have this thing called real life actors. They hire people like you to play. Like if you're a teacher, they hire you because you're a teacher. They need a teacher. They pay you as an actor. You act as a teacher. Instead of finding an actor to be a teacher, they get a teacher to play a teacher. Like you really ain't gotta act if you're being a teacher. You can just do a classroom. So instead of getting a firefighter to play, you hire a firefighter.
Right.
Fireman in the park. He know how to do the hose. You don't gotta go train this guy.
Now, that makes sense. That makes sense for sure.
That's the kind of thing that happens when they don't separate us, bro. We advanced societies. We always have. They need to leave us alone.
They do, man. That's why, as your fathers, we want to use our platform to highlight brothers such as yourself, so other people can see that, like, we out here. You know what I'm saying? From total, like, me and you have never met from total different eras, but we connect. We both fathers. We both have young daughters. We both in the music. I think that's
impressionable daughters.
For sure, for sure.
And I make this music, so I gotta be extra careful, cause it's that. And I listen. I'm gonna tell you, bro. My kids grew up with me rapping this, cussing, all that, cause I had to work and study. So they know not to say the words, and they know what they are. They don't open their mouth and cuss just because they hear daddy cussing and rap. I just sometimes I heard that highly intelligent people just curse for the hell of it. They more people who they use profanity a ton, super intelligent. Like they just don't care.
Right.
But I tone it down. You haven't heard a word come out of my mouth, but you see what I mean, though.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand what you're saying. And to that point, are there things that you try to keep from your daughters? I mean, because been in the industry, you've been around NWA, like you see what cats be on. You know how we can be reckless. No pun intended,
bro.
But
we reckless.
How do you deal with that? You you got 2 young daughters, and one day soon, whenever we'll be having boyfriends or whatnot. How do you navigate that? And I'm asking for my advice too.
I know. How old are they? Well, how's the oldest?
My horse is 5 and 3.
Yeah, bro. So check it. I'm gonna tell you right now. You gonna remember this. First of all, you gotta teach them everything you know about being a boy and how you mac chicks. Like you gotta teach them. Like imagine if they're your son. Teach them how to be you. When they got all that, when a dude talk to them, they're gonna know it. Like, this game. My dad told me that.
Right.
And then the other part is I spoil my daughters. Like I take them expensive restaurants. I tell them, be ready when I come, but like, don't run outside if a dude honks. Like if I pick you up, make me come to the door. Like, so that way that they learn to do that for boys. Like my oldest, I didn't get to, but she's fine. She's about to get married. Her mom did a great job. With this baby, her mother's doing a good job too, but I'm going to be in there and I'm going to threaten them niggas. Excuse my language. But
No,
I'm not playing with these boys. And see, she's tall, so the 7-footers like her. She's not even that tall, but they know she's going to grow. She's 16. Right. She got a couple of more inches. She's 5'7". All the basketball players talk to her, and they are super tall, so she's freaked out. She's like, they look like baby pterodactyls. It's hilarious. So, you just got to teach them what you know about guys and how they are. We dirty dogs, bro. We want to hit. That's it.
Weren't. Yes, man. See, you got to make it plain like that, because I think one hand of me wants to like keep them from that, but the other hand, I got to tell them, because
you teach them that, and they're gonna know how to be like. They'll let the one who they want. They're gonna get married and have your kid. You want a grandkid, but you don't want any knucklehead to slide up. So you got to give them a bar. You set it yourself, and they're going to look at you and go, this nigga ain't like my dad. Excuse me, that's another one. This brother ain't like my dad. I'm cool. And don't be slack. Don't be chasing skirts, and don't, I like girls. I I ended up divorcing her mother, but I never disrespected her mother and was checking chicks out or none of that or said slack words. Nah, you got to be upstanding. You have to have noble thoughts. If you have noble thoughts and stay in the moment, your character will follow. And that's it.
So I wrote down noble thoughts and stay in the moment.
Now that's not mine. That's from Neville Goddard.
Hey, we are allowed. Hey, you just really taught one of your curriculums out of your school launching, man. I appreciate you, Chris, man. Before I let you go, man, I want to say I appreciate you, but I got a quick little game for you, little trivia game. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. It's kind of all over the place. Some pertaining to you, some pertaining to fatherhood stuff. All right. So on the album cover for Breakers, how many break dancers are on the album cover?
0. There's a pop locker. Break dancing and pop locker ain't the same.
Hey, this your game, okay? So, all right. Name for me. You ready? Name 3 brands of diapers. Go.
Pampers, Tidy Diaper Service. That's who used to pick up. My mom used to get diapers delivered.
Okay.
Picked up. And then Huggies.
Ding, 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 ding. It said Tidy Diaper. I thought you was rapping for a second. I'm like,
nah, I don't freestyle and I don't have free time, bro. I spend my time.
I heard
spend
that.
Your time. You don't have free time. Spend it on what you want.
Your style not free.
There you go. Neither is your time.
One more. All right. Name for me 2 cartoon dads. Go.
Fred Flintstone.
Ding, ding.
And Pops Racer.
Who is that?
Speed Racer's dad.
Oh, okay. Okay. You pulled that one out. There you go. See? That's why you were Chris the Glove and Gary Payton stole your name. And that's
he didn't steal it. They gave it to him, but they didn't know it was the owner that had it.
Oh, there you go, the owner. Chris the Glove, man, I appreciate you, man. It's been a blessing. You dropped big gems. I'm going to save this because this was the first, this was introduction to the Genius class that you're going to drop on our head.
Young Genius Academy for Children.
There you go. I appreciate you, man. Here at Dear Fathers, we appreciate you for being not only a tycoon, but an amazing father, and keep being the leader that you are, my brother. I love you, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Love you,
I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Take care, man.
Too,
everybody
man.
else, King Tech, man, you pulled up. Thank you. And everybody I didn't mention, I know K-Mac, Keith Foles, the Sweets is on here. All my boy Tony Hasbro, everybody, I'm out.
Thank you, King Tech. Thank you, everybody. All right, man, that was dope, man. It's really dope when cats come from different generations and just being transparent. I learned so much about Chris the Glove, and then like Dre's journey, and like Eminem, and like Snoop Dogg. It's just crazy. I got a lot of thoughts in my head right now because I'm hella inspired by what can happen when we talk and we communicate. Like, I know I gotta, I was outside back in the day, so I got some gems to drop on my daughters. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's priceless. Like, me navigating boys and my daughters, and I'm getting advice from a seasoned individual. I've never had that. No one's really ever told me how to navigate my girls having boyfriends. Now I'm like, I can put the guns up under the bed, and I ain't got to do that yet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's all love, man. Dear Fathers, that was Chris the Glove. I would suggest, if you are not familiar, research this brother like I did, and just the longevity of his career inspired me to like try different things and like don't stop, because you never know. If you just keep going and you have noble thoughts and be present, you're gonna be all right. DearFathers.com for all the merch. This is all our merch. We have Straight Mental every last Sunday, which is our mental health virtual piece. We have Books and Bourbon, which is tomorrow, We read a book, Black Boy. We do it every second Wednesday. A book for Black men. We have the Different Fathers podcast. What up, Jesse Lamar, Big Jen? What up, Brad? What up, AJ, Steve? I don't like naming names because I forget people because I love everybody. Big West Coast energy today. We was in LA not too long ago, and I still smell like palm trees a little bit. So I'm excited about. I'm just gonna get on my soapbox real quick. These interviews be some of my favorite 30 minutes of my life. I'm talking to Black fathers who have a certain aura and gifts that are totally different than mine. I can just implement and pull gems. We're talking about music. I'm talking about how to raise my daughters. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's powerful. Like, that's the shit that needs to go viral. Like, when two random cats from two totally different generations talking about music and raising their kids. Come on, man. We outside. I'm Ricky Rock. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. I'm Ricky Rock Live on IG. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Have noble thoughts and be present. And we outside.